Hey everybody, what's up? It's Latrice Crawford, and this is Girls Talk, where we address all of the things that every woman is likely thinking, but maybe too afraid to say it. And we answer the questions that all men want the answers to, but are too afraid to ask. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is not gonna be churchy, but it's gonna be very real and it's gonna be very human. Today, I have my girls Martha Singleton and Felicia Brown with me, and look how we coordinated without nobody sending out nothing to say that we coordinate. We all matching. That's how you know when you close to somebody, when you wind up doing the same thing and it wasn't even planned. Ain't that good? Listen, today we're going to talk about what women really want. I know age old question, but we're going to get into it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready, girls? Y'all ready, ladies?
Yes, girl.
All right, so let's get into it. Martha, we start with you since you're the married one. It don't even have to be about relationship yet because we're going to get there. That's deep. But just in general, what do you want as a woman?
Peace.
Right.
Peace. I like peace. If I want to take a break, I can take a break. I don't need no kid. Where's this at? Or mommy. I don't need that. Peace. That's what I really want.
I am not. I am not. Yes. Y'all forgive us if we have any technical difficulties. We're still working this out. We're using this platform. But everybody's on the internet at the same time. So if we have any technical difficulties, y'all just don't judge us. All right. Come back for the next week. We're going to get better. Felicia, I'm going to go to you now. What do you want as a woman? What you want, girl?
I want respect.
Respect.
Yeah, I want respect.
Listen, R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yeah, I feel like just women as a whole are disrespected. I mean, when I was pregnant, I really found that out because, people, they don't want to give you their seat. They fake sleeping, like when you're on public transportation and stuff like that. And, people just think they're just so, like, invasive. They think that they could say anything to us, that they want. Like, I had a guy come to me, like, can I touch your belly? I'm like, no. He's like, why? I'm like, because I would not like that. Like, I would rather not have that. And he was kind of like, giving like a little attitude and stuff like that. And I'm like, why do you feel like so? The fact that we even had this conflict right now, because you felt like you should be able to touch me, like you're a stranger. And it's just like, it happens too much where women are just not respected all the time. And it's really irritating.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
I agree.
I definitely can agree with the fact that we are not as respected. I feel like that people feel very entitled to our spaces to say different things to us. One thing that is a pet peeve of mine, then I'll get into what I really want, but I'm gonna say this first to piggyback off you. One thing I see is that when it comes to men, they are very quick to call us sweetie and baby and sugar, honey, and shorty, and it's like, I'm not your freaking sweet. Can you get that right? Call me that, especially in the workplace, because it's crazy to me. I feel like that I don't want to say every, but a lot of people, everybody knows I'm in the music industry, in model industry, acting industry, that whole entertainment thing. And I could say half of the people that I reach out to I want to work out. See, I can't even talk, but I want to work with. Whether it's a producer or, an agent, whoever it is, they usually trying to holler at me. And I'm like, and it's not just because like, oh, she's pretty. No, it's not that. It's because they're nasty. That's what it is. It's that. It ain't got nothing to do with how we look. Because, you've seen some people that look like dog food and my man still going to try to holler. You see, it has nothing to do with what we look like, what we have on. And for people to constantly attribute it to that a woman doesn't look a certain way, and that's the reason why a man is disrespecting her, trying to talk to her. It's like, no, I have had a nun skirt on, okay, no makeup, hair looking crazy, and they still will try to holler, But for me, I feel like in the professional space, for me to reach out to you to want to give you money, for me to work with you, and for you to want something else, it's like, come on, bruh. Come on. Because if I was doing it as a woman, that every time a guy reached out to me to ask me to work with him or sing on his project, if I'm trying to holler at him all the time, it's going to look crazy. So I would say for me, switching to now what I want, because I need to let the people know what I want as a woman. I want freedom. I want freedom to be me, freedom to be a woman, freedom to be human, freedom to be comfortable in my own skin. Like I say, this ain't gonna be churchy. I'm about to be real human. We have the same urges and we like the same stuff that men like. Okay, women is just as nasty. But we are not allowed
if
to like.
not more.
So in my head, I'd be like, well, then who y'all doing this nasty stuff with if we're not allowed to like the same stuff or want the same stuff? Like we're not allowed to want to not to want it. We're not allowed to not want it. We're not allowed to if we work too much and we have children, people want us to work like we don't have kids, but then raise our kids like we don't have a job. And for me, that is the hardest thing. I'm like, I just want freedom. Now I could say I want some freedom from some other stuff. Like I don't want to have to wear a bra and girdles and slips and stockings.
Okay.
That stuff is restraining. So man, y'all ain't got to worry about that. Y'all put on some boxes and y'all swing all day and y'all good. We don't get that. We are cooped up, tangled up, and we are trapped. In every way, all day. We are tired. Okay, I want to say. That generally, most women want respect, peace, freedom, right? But now we're gonna get a little deeper, and we're gonna talk about in a relationship. Okay, what do we want in a relationship? Now I'm single. Felicia, what's your status? You single or?
I'm single. You see this hand? You see this hand with no nails on?
You're somewhere in the process. I want to be in the process, but I'm not. So I'm single.
Yeah. Okay. So
just you, me, myself, and I. But Martha,
me.
Right? But Martha, you are married, so I want to know from you when you were waiting for the one, because we're supposed to wait. We ain't supposed to be looking, ladies. Sit down, sit still, be quiet, and wait till it comes for you. All right? Okay. When you were waiting for the one, what were you looking for? See, I said looking. See what I'm saying? What were you wanting to see in the one that came and found you?
Okay. Do we have time for this? Okay, let's see.
We got time, girl. We got time.
Okay, so when I met my husband, I met him at church. I was sitting in the front row at the time, and he was playing. So we were literally playing eye contact every week, right? So when I was single, and see, I know I sound crazy. I've never been single, like to myself, ever.
Wow.
I always had someone that I can call. I know it sounds crazy, but I've never been single since 13, 14 years old.
Wow.
I've always had, like, say when I was not committed to someone, I was talking to I had 2 or 3 guys lined up. If I wanted someone to go to the movies with, have fun, I had a person for that. And I told them, like, I kind of was like a dude, and I told them straight up, I don't want a relationship. I just want you for this, and that's it. You take it how you want it. That's how I was. So I was never single. So I had a guy just to cuddle with. I had a guy.
Martha was a man.
God, forgive me.
She was a man. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah, I like, because I was like, if they could do it, why can't I? That was my thought process, even at an early age. So I always, like my friends will tell you, I was never single. I always had someone for something. But when I met my husband, as soon as I looked at him, I knew he was my husband. It scared the crap out of me.
What you saw? When you looked at him, what did you see?
I just knew.
You saw him in the top, honey.
No, like, even before I even said hello or even knew his name, I knew he was going to be my husband.
Wow.
It's freaked me out because, I had 2 or 3 dudes that I was chilling with. I didn't have to be, hey, where you going at? I didn't have to tell anybody where I was going at. I just call you when I needed you for that moment. Oh my God, forgive me. But that's what it was.
We talking.
So when I saw my husband, when I laid eyes on him, I was shook to the core because I just knew he was going to be my husband. It was just something I knew. I just knew. and I couldn't fight the feeling. So I had my friend introduce me to him. And I walked over on the pulpit and I introduced myself to him. We exchanged numbers. That same night, we spoke to each other for like 3 hours straight until we fell asleep on the phone. And I haven't done that since I was 13, 14. And I'm not gonna lie, after a year of dating, we did break up. He broke up with me. The first guy who ever broke up with me. So I didn't know how to take it. I was an emotional wreck, but he broke up with me because he felt like, oh my gosh, this is moving too fast. I feel like we're about to get married. Like, this is the next step for us. So he broke up with me, and then we got back together, and here we are 2 kids later. And we're about to celebrate 10 years in 2 months. So,
wow.
Here we are.
So do you feel that he was what you wanted, or do you feel like that he wound up being what you needed?
It was a mixture of both.
Mm-hmm.
So all the other guys that I was dating, they were not God-fearing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
One of them lied to me saying, yeah, I believe in God, found out he was Muslim, right? Another guy found out he didn't even go to church at all. Like, one did go to church, another one went to church, but, you know, was back and forth between church, right? So my husband, his father's a bishop, his brother's a pastor, his mom's first lady. So it was just all in him. So, and I was like, you know, that's the balance I needed. Because I was like, God, I need someone whose faith is a little bit stronger than mine. Like, my faith was good, yet I was, you know, I had 2 or 3 guys I was talking to. God was dealing with me in that aspect. But his faith was stronger than mine. Like, when I needed prayer, he just knew to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've never experienced that before. So it kind of balanced me out. And where I was lacking, he fill in the blanks for me. So it just worked out for me.
Just panned out for you. So I think then overall, that also adds that a woman wants to be led. And she wants a man to have the qualities that's going to be able to lead her. And one of those things is God.
Absolutely. You got it.
Felicia, you got a man over there? What's happening, girl?
What's happening, girl?
Well, listen. All right.
He's turning off the lights.
You know what? I was like, let me grab my computer before my the light turned off, but then it all fell. I'm like, oh my God.
That man was like, you got to play man.
What was my question?
Go to bed, girl. It's time. Turn them lights off. Turn off the lights. Wait a minute.
That ain't Christian.
Right. That's not
What was my question?
The question for you, Felicia, I would say is, what do you feel you're waiting on? You know, what do you feel has kept you from just finally like taking that leap and being like, okay, this is the one, that's it, I'm ready. And since he ain't there yet, what you waiting for, girl? What's going on?
Well, I believe that when a man truly wants a woman, he will come and he will find her. And he will take her away. And,
come on.
I'm waiting. Who's saying the best? I'm here for the best guy. Which guy is going to compliment me the best? Who's going to come and show me that I am everything that they need in their life? Like, they have to show me that they really need me, because, you know, these guys, they don't really need nobody. They don't act like they need nobody. They just do whatever they want. They don't have any regard for our feelings, you know, and I'm not here for that this time around. So I'm going to be doing what Martha was doing. You understand? I want to be outside, like, what's up? We out to eat at? What movie I'm trying to see all of them. And when that person comes that is for me, he will come and take me on and everything that comes with me. And there's a lot that comes with me. I have a child. Okay. I have a business. Okay. I'm really kind of, you know, they call me a brat or whatever, but I don't care. I'm a little bit bratty, and it is the truth. And he's going to have to be able to take on all those things and set the right example for my daughter, because that's what I'm thinking about. You know, I want her to be able to see the example of, you know, what a man is supposed to do, how he's supposed to treat her, you know, and treat her delicately, not like another guy in the street, or they just talk to you any old type of way like they don't care. And that's the story in itself, because have issues that cause them to be this way with us, and that's why now, being that it's one of those things that you really can't explain why they act like that. Now I'm like, you know what? You see, when outside open our back, and when I go outside and I'm looking nice and I'm looking good, you gotta say the right thing. Because if you don't say it then, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, hold on 1 second, and I'm never coming back. Like, I'm never gonna talk to you. I'm never gonna. Because what's the point? Like, men, they make it difficult for us. Like, you can't reject them; they get mad. You gotta let them down super light so they don't call you no be outside. Because I don't want nobody calling no be outside. You know how they get when they get rejected. So I would just politely curb everyone until they talk to me nice and talk to me with respect and talk to me like that consistently. Not only for this period of time, not only until you get what you want, like forever. So if you can't show me consistency in how you treat me for a long period of time, please leave me alone, because I really do not care that much anymore. And once upon a time, I really did care. I cared a lot. I really wanted to be with somebody. My friends were getting married, like, around me, so I felt like it was my time, and it was not. So here we are. And now I'm like, okay, now I have to wait for my time again. And you know what? I would rather wait like this, because now I'm just more wise, and I understand that now these guys, they just tell you anything, and they forget we so emotional, and we so vulnerable. We love nice things. We say nice things and treat us this type of way, and they just be doing it just to get with that one thing. And then when they get that, then what? They dwindle down, or they acting different now, and it's just like, nobody don't got time for that. So they think that they can be more difficult than us. And now I have to show y'all, not only will I be difficult, it will be so eloquent that you will not know what to do with yourself besides either text me or leave me alone. But
I definitely gotta defend the guys a little bit here, because I do feel like that. I feel like that men and women are raised very differently. I realized when I had my son, Joshua, that when he first was growing up, because I'm like, he's a boy, it's like you want them to be tough and whatever. So if he cried about something, I'm like, stop crying, man up. Men are taught that way. Like, don't have no feelings, don't process nothing, just get up, grow up, man up, deal with it, keep going, keep trucking, get a job, be able to take care of your family. Your wife shouldn't have to work. They have so much weight and pressure on them as kids to be all, and where they're not supposed to look for help from a woman. It's supposed to be all on them, but also, like I said, their feelings are kind of numbed from the time that they're a child, like to growing up. So then they grow up, and us women want them to have all these emotions that they don't know how to have, because all their lives somebody's told them don't have those. That's not acceptable. It's not acceptable in any sense of form. A man is supposed to be strong at all times. And so when I had Joshua and I realized that I was making him this emotionless human being, I said, no, you know what? I got to raise you as a human being first before I try to raise you as a man. I need you to understand human principles, that it is okay that if you break your toy, you should be sad. You should cry. And it's not a girl thing to do. It's a human thing to do. And I had to really start teaching him the difference between being human and being a woman. You are not a woman because your feelings are hurt. You are not a woman because you're sad about something. You're not a woman because you want to talk about your dreams. You're not a woman because you don't always have it. You're not going to always have it. Learn how to be a support system. I saw my parents all my life. Sometimes my father was working, and when he couldn't, my mother went and got a job. She was never going to sit here and be like, well, are you a man or not? No, I'm your woman, and I came from your rib. Your rib is a part of your body. And if the main part of the body go out there and go work, then the rib got to go work. Because you know why? She likes too. You know what I'm saying?
So she would put money at the altar for you.
See what I'm saying? Once you join together with somebody, I think that, like I said, women have the wrong picture of what we are supposed to expect from our spouses and what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to contribute. I think that there's been a space of misconception, miscommunication in what the roles actually are. I am not your tailbone or your butthole. I'm not going to be treated like one. I'm not going to function like one where I just pass all the boo-boo. I'm going to say that because the Lord delivered me from cussing demons. Where I'm not just getting rid of all your BS. I am inside, and that's where I'm going to stand. That's where I'm going to operate. That's where I'm going to be. And I think that is the reason why I'm still single now. One, because I think that I'm looking, or like I said, I'm not supposed to be looking, but you know what I mean when I say I'm looking. I'm waiting for someone that is willing to do the self-work to reprogram all of the bad pancake recipes that they've learned growing up. I don't want to have to teach you how to be whole or how to be something else. I don't want to be the center of happiness. I want you to be happy with or without me. I want you to be whole with or without me. So when you come in, if you got two holes, so we doing some real good stuff right now, boo. But if you got two halves and we both broken and we don't know what we doing, you're going to be insecure about who God made me, and I'm going to be insecure about who God made you. I don't want that. So I need a person that's coming in. I'm not saying you got to be perfect and right when you come in, but I also want somebody that I don't want to change. I really am trying to learn how to love a person for exactly who they are, whether you change or not, because my expectation for you, that's a heavy burden to carry. You got to be everything that I want you to be. And if you're not, that means you don't love me. No, your love is different. My love is different. I said the other day to somebody, I said, there are rubber bands and there are ribbons. And until you sit down and figure out which one you are in all capacities of your life, I know in a relationship, I'm a ribbon. I'm not a rubber band. I thought I was a rubber band. And that's the reason why I was always feeling hurt and broken when something didn't work out. Rubber band meaning just willing to stretch yourself to any capacity to fit the things that come with a person. It don't matter. I just want them so bad. I'm gonna just change everything about myself. So I'm gonna just keep stretching, then you pop. I'm not that. I'm a ribbon. There is only a certain amount of things that are going to fit within my capacity. It's from here to here. That's it. That's the space you got. That's the space you got. And if you can't occupy that space, I can't tie myself around you. I'm sorry, boo. Love you, but I gotta go. I still love you. I still do. But I can't stay in that because I can't stretch no more than my capacity. I have this much bandwidth and it's gotta fit within that. And I think, like I said, we have to be okay and learn that it is okay for somebody else to not be like you. Join together. Somebody said to me a few months ago, I'm a water bottle and I keep dating bottle caps. And I said, well, do you understand what the position of a bottle cap is? They said, well, they can't hold nothing. I said, well, no, they just can't hold as much as you, but they're still significant because they cover you. They cover you. They keep you from spilling out. So it's okay for you to be a bottle cap if you understand the position of what the other person's supposed to do. But if you want for everybody to be a bottle with you, y'all both just sitting there full, but how are y'all exchanging? How are you helping each other out? What's two bottle caps going to do? They just going, that's it. And that's good in some areas, but not in when you're trying to love somebody. This ain't gonna work. But if she's a cap or you're the cap or whatever, well, there you go. There are some people who are forces. So I feel like that once we can understand what our positions are, then we will wait for or look for people who match, not in being exact, but who complement who we are. So if you're a bottle, you don't need another bottle. You're a cap. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that's where we as women go wrong when we're looking for someone, when we're waiting for somebody, and when we're wanting something. We always want somebody to change for us. And we got to realize that sometimes they're not. You're just going to have to love them in spite of, because they're going to be the same and they're not going to change. I think I preached a sermon. I need an offering.
You sure do.
I got tithe for you.
Tithe to me. And this quarantine.
I like that analogy. The rubber and the ribbon. That was nice.
Yeah, and I mean, it's okay to be either one of those. It's nothing wrong with that. I know for myself in a relationship, I don't like to be smothered. Like I said, I don't want to be all for nobody. Yeah, I need my time. I need my space for me I need to breathe my own air sometimes. So even if I'm in a relationship with someone, when I'm with you and we're around each other, yes, be all up in my face. But then I might need 2 days for me to go do something I want to do that you don't like doing. If I like going to the movies and you don't like going to the movies, I don't want you to come and you, no, stay home. Let me go by myself. But I also want time with my female friends, and I want them to have time. Have some friends if you with me. And I don't need to be at everything either. Don't be upset by yourself.
You sound like me. You sound like me.
Have a life outside of me.
Yeah.
You know what I say? Because if you're leaning on me to make you completely happy, if you are leaning on me to be the only joy that you have, then you're gonna be miserable. Because I'm out. If y'all ask me to go and get some dessert or we going out to dinner, yeah, you're not coming with me because I'm going out with my homegirls. So if you ain't got nothing to do, you're going to be miserable. So you need to make sure you have a life without me. I want someone who is secure in who they are. Like I said, I'm not one that really cares who makes the most money, who does the most, who whatever. Whatever our setup is and we're comfortable with what we're doing, I'm cool. I'm good with that. You know what I mean? I'm good with that. I feel like that if a guy is able to make more than me, great. But there's going to come some times in your relationship where that's going to shift. And if you are not okay with that, then again, you're going to keep breaking up with people. Because, listen, in marriages and any kind of relationship, things change. And you don't know what that dynamic is going to be. But I think that's what it is. We fall in love with an idea. Even for myself, I had to ask myself the other day, do I really want a relationship or do I just want the person? Is it just a specific person I want? And I came to that conclusion because I was actually seeing somebody, but I just couldn't make myself connect to this person because my mind was somewhere else. And I was like, I don't really think I want a relationship. I really just think I want this person.
He is not the right one. You need somebody that is going to like really sweep you off your feet. I mean, I'm a hopeless romantic, so when you say you don't want to, I be like, nah, be on me. As long as you don't get on my nerve, you can share every waking moment with me.
Oh, see, no, I'm not about that life.
But as long as you're not getting on my nerves, you could be right here on my body, and I will not have.
That is what gets on my nerves.
And I don't mind going. I like to go out. I like my man is out with me. I really do. Because it's just like, I mean, I don't gotta work. I don't have to drive. I don't gotta park my car. I don't gotta like walk from the place to the car. Like, come on, like I'm getting home safe for sure. Like, so that's why I like to have my man be with me. Now, I like to go to functions. If you want to go to stuff by yourself, like I don't mind. You know?
Yeah. Think that I'm not saying it's not nice to have a person, go to different things because of course, if I'm going to an award show or I have a show or something, I want to see that person in the audience. You know what I mean? Like I like if I'm going live, even in the interview, knowing that person that popped up on the live that comes to me and they commenting too, and I'm like, oh, look at my boo. That's so bad to me too. I know a lot of people are like, she's so rough. I am rough, but I'm telling you, when I'm in a relationship, I'm the softest, most gentlest person ever. I'm like, hey, boo, you want me to cook for you? Okay. Yes, I'm the giddy. Oh my God, I'm so in love. Oh my God, I'm that person, when it's that. But I mean more so like, I hate when women lose or when relationships cause people to lose their whole identity. And it's like, if you give every part of yourself, the things that help you stay sane. There are certain things that sometimes your significant other is just not going to understand or be able to have a solution for you. But when you forsake everybody else and you don't have your female friends no more or your family, you look to that person like, well, why you can't help me fix it? And they like, because I don't know the answer. But it also doesn't leave room for y'all to have an issue or a problem because it's like, well, now I'm stuck with you all the time. So I guess that's when they start to get on your nerves. You miss them more when you actually have other things to do outside of them. Then you're not beefing all the time. And like I said, I'm not saying they can't go with you anywhere. I just want the women to understand that in parenthood, in relationships, in everything, you do not have to give up your identity. And that's for everybody, men too. And I think a lot of times the reason why men don't want to get into relationships is because they feel balled and chained because women be like me all the time because we forsake everything else. And I'm like, no, we do that because we're insecure and we automatically think that they're cheating. But guess what? If he is, I'm telling you, men are very skilled at their craft. And if they're going to cheat, he could be cheating on you sitting right next to you. And you won't know. He's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. real quick, babe. And he's sending pictures to the next girl. And she like, what you at? Oh, I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to work some stuff out. They know how to curve stuff and say stuff and make it seem like they ain't doing nothing wrong. Trust me. Trust me, they do. So I want for women to understand the value that we bring to the table and that your value and worth is not lying in the hands of anybody. It doesn't have anything to do with you. If this person is a cheater, if they can't commit, whatever it is, it has nothing to do with you. It is something that they need to deal with internally before they can even be with you. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. It's just more so that I wish that women would build up our own self-worth and our own confidence that we don't feel like we have to make a person be our whole identity. I said a lot of them, so I'm gonna let y'all start because I know Martha got some do's and don'ts. Because me and Martha are very similar in our get away from me. I think Felicia likes to be touched and hugged and loved and all that stuff. Me and Martha is like, go away.
Yes, love me.
We're like, get out of here. So I want to ask Martha, what is a huge don't for you? Like when you are, I'm gonna go back to before you got married, and then we'll come back to when you got married. So before you got married and you were just kind of on a date with your now husband, what was something that you was like, wait a minute, it's too soon. Get out of here. Stop doing that.
I remember on our first date, we went to see Boston Celtics and New York Knicks play because we both like basketball. And he put his arm around me, and I just looked at him and like, I didn't ask you to put your arms around me. And I think I cursed too. I was like, I ain't asked you to do this. So I think I dropped the F-bomb. I think I dropped the F-bomb too. And I remember at the end of our date, he leaned over to kiss me. And I was like, I didn't ask for a kiss. So
that's a man. I'm telling you, she a man.
I'm horrible. God, like, so a lot of the things you were saying, I only changed myself once for a relationship. And I learned quickly that I did not like that. And I never did it again. And that was in college. And he was older than me. He was like 10 years older than me. And I was trying to act older and everything. He used to be very jealous when I wear heels and stuff to look cute, wear jewelry. So I used to wear a lot of sneakers back then. So, and I remember I was like, you know what? This is not me. Sorry for going back to what you was talking about before. But I was like, this is not me. I can't do this. I am miserable. Like, absolutely miserable. Even though I was like a tomboy, I'm girly at the same time. And for me to be dressed up completely in sneakers all the time and stuff just for you to feel comfortable about yourself, I didn't have time for that. So I cut him off. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a touchy-feely person. It takes me a while to be like that. So if we first met, don't come and grab me by the, my lower, my backside, whatever, or, don't touch me right away. I have to warm up, for me to be comfortable because I don't trust easily. So it takes a while.
Yeah.
That's one of my.
That's one of your pet peeves. Alicia, what would you say is a huge pet peeve of yours early on in dating, like first, second date? She like, I ain't got nothing to touch me.
First, right, touch me.
Touch me all over. I ain't got nothing.
Right.
No, because there's really so many. Like on the first date, if like a pet peeve is like just like awkward conversation. Like I don't like if you like don't talk bad about people. Don't talk about people in general besides yourself. Bashing them and another thing too, I don't like to be kissed. I actually don't like kissing, like at all. Like I have to like you a lot to like let you kiss on me. And if you do it on the first day, it's just like
yeah. See, I don't know about first date. that's just like a lip kiss, but all the extra like open mouth and stuff.
And
I'm
the
like,
tongue? Oh
I'm
God!
like, he was not trying to kiss me on the mouth. Like,
Don't
take
put
it
your
easy.
tongue down my throat.
Hey, take it easy.
yeah, I
That's
just
too
don't
much.
like I'm just not here for the saliva. Like,
Right. It all over here, all around your mouth.
Oh my God.
I'm just like,
Or
no.
the kissing sound. All that stuff.
Yeah, like,
Oh, I'm cringing. Yeah. I want you to know, Alicia. Like, see, kissing is like, I love kissing. That's like my favorite thing. But
I hate it.
there's a certain way to do it. You know what I mean? Let me say this. I'm gonna make this clear because we're saying what do women want. Women do not like forceful kisses. And I don't mean forceful where you like trying to make us do it. I'm talking about when we let you do it and you just like from like, just a pucker. Start there and let us work toward the rest of it. Like
Your teeth be all knocking. Like, do not knock.
be like choking.
Yeah.
Hold on, brother. Because now I'm swallowing my spit and your spit. Wait a minute. See, yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. See, just your face alone says it all. I'm with you on that. Now, see, I'm going to go further on this one because while we're talking about spit and stuff like that, I am a germaphobe. Now, my job, I don't mind kissing, but what I do not like on a first date, if I don't really know you, if we're not cool or connected, or we date before and stuff like that, don't pick up my glass and drink from my cup. Do not use your fork that you ate off of in my food. Do not use my fork. Yeah.
You're not playing.
Listen, date is over. It's over. If I'm drinking something and you be like, oh, let me have, I promise you my face will be like, I gotta go. And I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm disgusted. I'm funny like that about myself. I have never drank from my son before. And my son has never drank from me before. No. Family, I'll save you some because if you want the spit fest, you can have it. But I don't want it. I'm telling you right now, I don't eat birthday cake or celebratory cake that have candles on it. You know why? Because it's breath frosting. You don't blew every fiber of everything that you've ever intake. So birthday cake, Joshua gets a candle to blow out or a cupcake and the rest of the cake. Sorry, Martha, go ahead.
Okay. So here's something crazy. So I don't like, nasty wet kisses like all over my mouth or you put your tongue down my throat. So I would eat off of someone's plate, right? My husband absolutely hate it. He'll be like, here, just have it. Just take it. Or say he was drinking from a water bottle and I'm thirsty. I didn't have one. And I'm like, babe, can I get a sip? He'll drink. He'll take whatever water that he needed. And then he's like, here, you can have it. He don't share. I don't mind sharing with him, but he doesn't like doing that. And I don't share with the kids. Like, I don't like the kids drinking from my cup because all that backwash.
Yeah.
Back in.
There are particles floating around.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh it's so
Listen,
gross.
but I like that with myself. Like if I drink a bottle of soda, anybody will know it's mine. If I'm drinking a bottle or a can of soda or a bottle of water, because I never drink the last little bit of the drink because I feel like that everything, every breath, every drop of spit, every germ is in the bottom of that drink. I don't like using straws because I feel like it's going back into the bottom. I'm telling you, that is a big pet peeve of mine.
Really?
If it's somebody that I have known for like a really, really long time and I'm dating you or something like that, that's different for me. It's not, I'm just talking about like on that first date. I don't know you. I don't know what you had your on yesterday or who you had your mother. Don't pick up my drink or my fork or my stuff and try. And even if I'm married to somebody, I'm like, okay, we got some boundaries. Like, okay, we can drink off each other. We can off each other's fork. But I'm not going to bite a sandwich after you just bit a sandwich. You want a sandwich on the bread?
No, ew. No.
It's just certain things I'm not sharing with you. I'm not sharing soup because every time you pick up that spoon and you go like that and back in.
Or toothbrushes. I don't know how people do that.
With the
I
what?
have them walk around with hot breath. I am not sharing your toothbrush. I cannot do that.
Towels,
do that.
Towels. Like, no, I don't use the same towel on my body, on my face.
On my
I
face.
got 3 different towels in the bath.
Yes,
One
child.
for the little area, one for the middle area, and one for the top area. The same towel that goes on my feet.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
And I need white towels because I want to see everything that's on the white sheets, white towels. It's bad.
No.
Really bad. I'm that anal about it. I do not like when I come in the house from the door. I'm like, where the plastic bags at? Like
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
I'm like that too.
This is germaphobe season with the corona because I know
See what I'm trying
Wow.
I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a long time.
Pre-corona.
Pre-corona.
You don't feel like extra with it. You don't feel like, oh my God, something's really out there now.
You know, honestly, it's weird because while I'm, taking precaution and making sure that I'm staying healthy and safe, like I said, I've been taking precautions like that for little. I live up in the mountains. So for those who don't know, I live in the mountains. So when you go outside, it's likely that something has peed on anything that's outside your house. So if I just sit on my step, when I used to pick Josh up from the bus stop, if I sit on a rock, a deer could have had his way on that rock. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't you have bears?
Yeah, we got bears. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
you have bears.
Yeah, animals that ain't in the regular common areas. So I'm like, nah, like these animals, they disrespectful up here. So I'm like, no, they could have sat there, had a picnic, rendezvous. I don't know what you doing. No. Mm-mm. They got to come on.
I got worse. Like, I was always a germaphobe, like wiping everything down, blah, blah. But now I'm like times 10, like to 10th power. I'm like spraying doorknobs before I touch my car, before I get in. I'm like wiping it down before I touch it. I'm like a mess because people are crazy. People are going around licking licking doorknobs and stuff. People are nuts. So I'm a little extra right now.
Women have a lot of stuff on their mind because we don't speak it very often. But we're going to wrap this up and we're going to get y'all on the next episode. I hope y'all tune in every Wednesday. This is Girls Talk. Again, I am Latisse Crawford. This is Martha Singleton. And this is my girl, Felicia Brown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Come see us again soon. Later. Say bye, ladies.
Bye.
I'm going to call y'all duo.